Alright, let's go. Alice and Bob playing flower game. Alice and Bob are playing a turn-based game on a field with 2 lanes of flowers between them. There are X flowers in the first lane and Y flowers in the second lane. The game proceeds as follows. Alice takes the first turn. Each turn, a player must choose either one of the lane and pick one flower from that side. At the end of the turn, if there are no flowers left at all, the current player captures their opponent and wins the game. Okay. Pick one flower from that side. Given 2 integers n and m, the task is to compute the number of opposite pairs x, y that satisfy the conditions. Alice must win the game according to the described rules. The number of flowers x in the lane must be the number of flowers x in the first lane must be in the range 1 to n. The number of flowers y in the second lane must be in the range 1 to m. Return the possible pairs of x, y that satisfy the conditions mentioned in the statement. I honestly don't know what's going on here. N, M is 3 and 2, the output is 3. The number of possible x, y that satisfies. So 3 ways that Alice wins the game. The following pairs satisfies the conditions described in the statement. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1. The number of flowers in the first lane. Okay, so N is the most number of flowers in the first lane. M is the most number of flowers in the second lane. So it could have 1, 2, 3, 2, or 2, 1. I guess it must be odd. It must add up to an odd number. Must add up to an odd number. And it has to be at least 1. So the even number has to be 2. No. So Alice wins when there's an odd number. And the second lane must have 1. So if it has 1 or 2, if it has 1, then in order for it to add up an odd, then it has 2 in the first lane. If it has 2, then it has to have an odd in the first lane, so it has 1 or 3. So here, 1, 1, there's no way that adds up to an odd number. Okay. I think that's the correct logic. So in order for Alice, okay, I'm going to make this as assumption. I don't fully know if that's correct. For Alice to win, the number of total flowers must be odd plus the problem essentially asks the number of ways to form possible counts for first and second lane such that x plus y is odd, and where again x has to be greater than or equal to 1, or x is between 1 and n, and y is between 1 and m. I think that's the thing. Okay. That should be a pretty straightforward thing. You don't really need to simulate it. So let's say answer is 0. And m So I guess the first thing is how many odd numbers are in M. So M odd will be equal to, so if it has 1 to M, the number of odds in M is, I think it's probably M plus 1 divided by 2. If it's 1, then that gives you 1. If it's M is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 divided by 2 is still 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 4 divided by 2 is 2. So they think they have this right. And then M even would be M minus M odd. N odd is similarly N plus 1 divided by 2. N even is N minus N odd. And I can just return the number of ways of getting at even N and odd M plus an odd N times an even M. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I guess sometimes that some mediums are easier for me to handle. I'll put it that. So summary, uh, assuming the assumption above is correct, then calculate the number of odds and even numbers within the range 1 to k using 1 plus k divided by 2 and k minus k odd respectively. This is using this for odd count, and this is for even count. Calculate that for each range, like the 1 to n and 1 to m, and calculate total number of ways by getting the odd count of one set multiplied by the even count of the other set. So if there's like 1 to 10 on n and 1 to 20 on the other one, then how many numbers are odd in 1 to 10 times how many numbers are even in the 1 to 20, then and so on. Time complexity, this can be O of 1, since answer is derived strictly from kind of arithmetic computations from a fixed set of arithmetic computations. No for loops, no nothing. Space complexity is going to be O of 1, since no extra space for data structures are needed. Wow, that was pretty